Okay, now question 8. Question 8. Question 8. All right, lana basiphe a cubic function, so 2x cubed. So this is a cubic function. Question 8 is taken from this question paper for March 2017. So this is a cubic function. So lana I'm expecting to do derivatives, to find turning points, find x-intercept, find the point of inflection if required, into ezifana nalezo. Okay, and then nala 8.3 we are also expected to do to sketch the graph of f. But anyway, we are given this function f of x equal to 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x. I'm given this function, and then 8.1, but to calculate the coordinates of the turning points of the graph of f. All right, okay. Now let me use this side. Question 8. Question 8. 8.1, but to calculate the coordinates of the turning points. I'm sure turning points in a cubic functions, these are the turning points, and at the turning points f prime x is equal to 0, f prime x is equal to 0. So I need to find first derivative and equate it to 0. Then ngiyenzani, ngithola ama-x values wami, those are my x coordinates for my turning points wami. Then after finding ama-x coordinates ngiyenzani, ngiwa-substitute ku-original equation so that I find ama-y values. So f of x, lento bengiyikhuluma athi ngikhombise yona ke, for x. Now sifuna the first derivative. First derivative is 6x squared minus 10x plus 4 plus 4. Then f of x is equal to 0, 6x squared minus 10x plus 4, and then in solver for x. Now I have a quadratic equation. So I sebenzisa quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, it's minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. X is equal to minus b, it's negative 10 plus minus negative 10 squared minus 4a is 6, c it's 4, divide everything by 2, what's a? It's 6. So x is equal to minus, open bracket, minus 10 plus square root of, it's plus minus but mina ngiqala ngo plus. So gonna 2 yama solutions la, 4, 2, 6. Answer is 1, the first one, and then the second one is negative. So another x is 2 over 3. So therefore, you substitute that the x values back to the original equation. F of 1 is equal to 2, 3 minus 5. Where there's an x, you fake 1, then ngilandela 2 over 3, 4. And now in the original equation, I mean f of x, not f prime x, but f of x. 1, 2, open bracket, 1 cubed minus 5, 1 squared plus 4 times 1. Our answer is equal to 1. So the first turning point is 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay, later one bona izosiqedela isikhathi lento yokusubstitute la. Okay, but anyway, f of 2 over 3, because this thing in an exam kumele uyikhombise lama substitutions wakho kumele wakhombise. 2 over 3 cubed minus 5, 2 over 3 squared plus 4, 2 over 3. Then when I calculate, I don't need to redo the whole and the entire thing. Instead, let me use 1. If I get 2 over 3, keep 1. If I go 2 over 3, so our answer is 28 over 27. So the second turning point is 2 over 3x and 28 over 27y. So this is our final answer. Allow my turning points with 8.3 last was when sketching iloga function it. So now 8.2, but to prove that the equation has only one real root, so 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x is equal to 0. So there's an x lana, there's an x lana, there's an x lana. So it means I need to take out the common factor. X plus 4 equal to 0. So the highest common factor la ubani x. I'm taking out the x now. Lana nankipu x nyosala no 5x, nankipu x nyosala no x squared. So therefore x wamukala is equal to 0, or 2x squared minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Lana says nani the quadratic equation. Again, I need to prove what this equation has only one root. Let's see if Lana's puma nama root, because x equal to 0 is our first root. Ne? Let's see what the Lana's ya puma nama roots now. X equal to minus b plus minus quadratic equation again. 2 over 2a. So x is equal to minus b, it's negative 5 plus minus, what's b? It's minus 5 squared minus 4. What's a? It's 2. C is what? It's 4 divided by 2. What's a? It's 2. So x is equal to minus, open bracket, minus 5 plus square root minus 5 squared minus 4, open bracket, 2, close open bracket, 4, 2, math error. So it means Lana, we do not have no real solutions. No real solution. You're right, I didn't do anything wrong, Lana. You're right. I substituted everything correctly, but instead it's plus. Even for negative, even for a minus between the bracket and the root, I still get a math error. So it means this equation has no real solutions. It has no real solution, so therefore it has no real solution. So therefore there is only one root. Sesiprovile kanjalo. And uma uthatha ukubheka yabona lo x equal to 0, now you substitute back to the original equation. You tolu 0 la, tolu 0 la, tolu 0. So it means the x intercept is 0 and 0. Ne? The x, if x is equal to 0, now substitute la back to the original equation. So therefore the x intercept la it's what? 0 and 0. 0 and 0. So 8.3 button GT. Now sketch the graph of f, clearly indicating the intercepts with the x axis, not the x-axis, but the axis and the turning point. So it's called by my axis, the turning point in Japan. Funa ilokan shilo. Angna ruler close. Angna ruler la tuzani. So ngizosebenzisa this thing again. Okay. Now siya sketch again manje la. We are sketching a function yet. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So lana ma spacings wami yabona awekho accurate, ne? They are not accurate, so I'm just doing a rough sketch nje. Ngoba ngiphathanga ruler, but now uphethe ruler ungasebenzisa 1 meter, 1 meter, 1, not 1 meter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, or 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. But now I was going to be 2 centimeter graph yakhe so it's best with you keep the spacing small, ne? So it's 1, 2, 3, ngaba nga 1, 1, 1, 1. Right, starting on my turning points again. Turning point, it's 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So this is 1 and 1. And then 2 over 3. 2 over 3 is equal to 0, 0.67, or it's 0, 0.7. 0, 0.7. 0, 0.7. 0, 0.7. It's 1 and 1. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Why, man? 0, 0.7 la. Okay. Alright, that's one. So 0, 0.7 somewhere la. 0, 0.7 somewhere la. And then it's 2 over 3. Actually, it's 2 over 3. This is our x, 0, 0.7. 28 divided by 27 is 1, 0, 4. 0. Basically, it's 1. So it's 0, 0.7 and 1. 0, 0.7 and 1. Slightly above this one. Slightly above this one. But we have to sketch it to this is expand. So instead of saying this is 1 and 1, I say to 1 way to somewhere. Ne? Let's say our 1 is somewhere. So it's 1, 2 somewhere lena, and then umunye 1 mhlambe singasho sithi somewhere. Umunye 1 on the y-axis. You can redo this whole thing up. If ngithatha iscale esincane, isketch sami siyoba very tiny, very tiny, very tiny. So let's say this is 1, 1. So it's 1, 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. So lana it's 0. Ne? So the first intercept job I'm coming on the previous question is that lana it's 0 and 0. This is the x-intercept. And then 1 and 1, and then 0, 1 and 1, and then 0, 0.5, 6 7 0,7 asithi somewhere la 0,7 and then no 1,04 somewhere slightly above this one. So therefore sketch set sizokwenza something like this. Remember, it's a curve, it's a cubic function, so izokwenza something like this. Izokwenza something like this. This is f, and then this is another turning point. The turning point to 2/3, 28 over 27. This is our sketch. So yabona ngoba the previous sketch ubonile besobana something a tiny kanje, so yabona something a tiny and ayibonakali that, so it's best to choose a much bigger scale, right? So this is our sketch. Now the last question, Matigiti 8.4, for which values of x will the graph of f be concave up? Concave up. There's a point esibiza ngokuthi the point of inflection. The point of inflection is telling concavity, or that's where that's where graph yethu change concavity. The point of inflection is somewhere la. Concave down. This is concave down. Graph yethu nayifika ku point of inflection change concavity. In other words, if this was concave down, after a point of inflection yethu sobanani the concave up. So therefore the point of inflection is the second derivative of f of x equated to 0. So kwamele sithole iloganje point of inflection yethu basically. We need to find a point of inflection yethu, and the check when a function yakho concave up, f double prime or okay, if a second derivative is equal to 0, uthola your point of inflection. But if ufuna ukuthola concave up, wonke ama x values where a function yakho concave up, that's where f double prime x are greater than 0. For concave down, it's f double prime x less than 0. So if second derivative yakho is less than 0, it means une concave down. If the f double prime x is greater than 0, ubane concave up. So in other words, we need the second derivative. F of x, f double prime of x, we tata the first derivative. If the first derivative yam, now first derivative yam. Need f prime of x is equal to 6 x squared minus 10x plus 4. So therefore mina ngifuna the second derivative. In other words, ngithatha your differentiator the first derivative. I-answer engizoyithola kuzoba yi-second derivative yami. I'm differentiating the first derivative, or uthatha the original function with differentiator by 2. So uthatha the first derivative here, differentiator, you total out 12x minus 10. Lana it's 0. Lana it's 0. So therefore f double prime x greater than 0, that's concave up. That's concave up. So therefore f double prime of x is 12x minus 10 greater than 0. So 12x transpose 10 is positive 10. Divide both sides more. 12x is greater than 10 divided by 12. Answer is 5/6. So whenever x are greater than 5/6, sithola ini concave up. If x are less than 5/6, 6 zothola i-concave down. If x are equal to 5 over 6, that's where my graph changes in i-concavity corner. So i-question yethu iphelela lana. I hope you understood whatever content ebengishare nani lana on ama cubic functions. Nangabe uyi-enjoyile, leave a thumbs up. Nangabe a question, please leave a comment in the comment section. In the description below uzothola ama-links for amanye ama-questions for this question paper. Thanks for watching. Ngizobona kule video elandelayo.